Alright guys, here are today's top stories on Out the World segment. Number 1. Kama kuna jamaa anasumbua Ruto left, right, center, it has to be Senator Ken Babu. I've just come across a video of Senator Ken deconstructing Ruto in absolute savagery. Just have a look at this.
Niambie Kasongo nikiwa hapa Kirinyaga kwamba no matter how many times a lizard does press-ups along the shores of the river, it can never turn to a crocodile. It will only remain to be a tired lizard. Sindio? Sasa nataka nimwambie akiwa ameketi pale State House anakula minofu kwamba no matter how long you make noise and insult the opposition leaders, you will not be a two-term president. You will only remain to be a tired one-term president. Sindio? Harambee! Harambee! Aende asiende! Aende asiende! Asonge asisonge! Umechoka hujachoka? Ala? Vijana mko tayari? Jenzi 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 fire! Jenzi finya! Jenzi shika pabaya! Hawa watu, sasa niwaambie.
I think I'll have to update my vocabulary after that. Because I used to say Ruto is a lame duck president, but henceforth I'll upgrade him to a lame duck lizard doing pointless press-ups on the seashore. Number 2, I tell you, Nyoro is giving his fellow MPs a very hard time explaining to constituents why school fees is not 500 shillings in their area. Just listening to the excuses that David Gikaria had to give his people the moment he was cornered over expensive school fees. Roll the tape.
Yule kijana ametuweka kwa shida ni huyu kijana anaitwa Dende Nyoro. Sijui kama mumemsikia. Anasema watoto yake wanalipa pesa ngapi? 500. Sasa unashindwa wewe na tuko na wewe. Sasa unajua hata siongei. Ametupaka matope hata ukienda mahali unaonekana kama wewe ni mjinga. Ama unakulaga pesa. Kama kwake inalipa 500, sisi naeje? Lakini that is a debate. Lakini nitawaambia, shule huwa determined one. Kama sehemu zingine, a whole constituency iko na shule ine secondary school. Tuseme hata shule iwe na 1000. Hao ni watoto 1000 ngapi? You can be able to pay full scholarship for everybody. Kwa sababu watoto wako ni wachache. Yeye amesema sijui yako na shule ngapi. Secondly, sitaki lakini niwache kujitetea kwa sababu tunaenda bungeni na ni lazima tuambiwe kweli kama hiyo vitu inafanyika kwake, then tuambiwe pengine tuilete. But sisi tuko na jawabu. Mimi niko na jawabu. Yeye ni member of parliament wa Kiharu. Alikuwa mkubwa wa kamiti inaitwa nini? Budget. Na kamati ya budget ndio kila mtu ujigawia kila kitu. So kama atachukua milioni 100 ipitie kwa ministry ya kujenga mashule, hajaguza CDF, shule yake itajengwa ama itajengwa? Like me, I was given an extra 22 million. I took 10 million to inaitwa nini, Nakuru High, nikapeleka 12 million Maria Veronica. Hiyo ni pesa ambayo si ya CDF. So yeye akienda ajiwekee hiyo pesa huko, tunaelewana. Akienda aweke yake huko ya kujenga shule, kuweka cabros, hajaguza CDF. Akienda pale kwa chakula ajiwekee tu pesa kwa wale ile ministry inapeana chakula, shule inaletewa mchele, inaletewa mafuta na mambo mengine, na ameweka kwa ministry nyingine, hajaguza CDF.
I mean, kama ni ukweli Nyoro alijigawia kila kitu, then why is Atandi still having such classrooms? And by the way, badala ya kujenga shule, Atandi is very busy anajenga mwili, as you can see here. Moral of the story, choose wisely in 2027. Number 3. Many thought that Tatu City was probably going to be the first and last well-thought-out residential area traversing Thika Road, but then in comes in the Kenyattas with Northland City. Just have a look at this post and I quote. Northland City, a massive 500 billion shilling real estate privately developed smart city project by Kenyatta family is sitting on 11,000 plus acres, and it's actually designed to hold around 250,000 people. That's 250,000 right there. And here are the subsequent images. Some are clapping for the Kenyattas, others are saying that that is our land, which was acquired illegally by them, and they're actually selling it back to us. But what say you? Will you buy into Northlands, or do you think because shamba ni yenu, muende muvamie kama vile Kasongo alituma watu wakavamia kuchukua mbuzi na nini na mukue squatters? What do you think is the best trajectory for Kenyans to take? Nairobians for that matter. On my end, I think this was an inexpensive way to dispose of the land. You see, there was a law which was brought down by people like Cherargei. The law was that the Kenyattas and the Mois were exempted from all manner of tax. Meaning if they held 300,000 acres, they didn't have to pay land rates on all that acreage. But after the law was scrapped, having large tracts of land is a liability because the land rate you're paying is crazy for something that's not generating any cash flow. So what do? We have a large piece of land here in Ruiru or wherever, cut it down into pieces, sell it off as real estate, recoup our money, and then switch to the banking industry where they seem to be making their exit at. It's smart, but I don't know if the prices are going to be good for the people. It is a very prime piece of land, and these guys are just self-preserving themselves. Dynasties planned for centuries. They're the only two groups of people I've seen doing that in Kenya. We have the Kenyattas, the Mois, and so on, and then we have Indians. Generational planning. Like, there's a company I worked for, Optica, started in 1957 with 2 branches in town. The son came in, I'm sure he's probably watching, a jamaa anaitwa Kush. By the time I was leaving the company, they had 70 branches all across Kenya. As we speak, they've gone to Rwanda and wherever. It's generational planning. Kenyattas seem to be doing the same thing. How I wish Africans we could do the same. Sisi tuko na shida ya grandfather ni mwanasiasa, the father yeye ni daktari, the son ni msanii anaimba gengeton akisema mbwegze. So now we don't have that conveyor belt of knowledge and connections and infrastructure. Everybody is starting afresh. It's part of the reasons why we are behind as blacks, but who knows, maybe we can switch it up in the future. But anywho, guys, that's off topic. That's all I had for you today. Do drop me your comments in the comment section below and I'll do the best to read them and to give you a response. So with that, here today's ad of the day. If you're in need of office petitioning or home interior works, i.e. kitchen cabinets, modern media walls, wall decoration, wainscoting, wardrobes, tiles, bathrooms, window blinds, gypsum and so on, reach out to Suima's Interiors at 07170 443 or info@suimas.co.ke and they'll get all your needs sorted out. Whatever it may be, all interior works. These guys are the best at it.
Right now, I'm with my team headed to a client's house in Ruto for consultation. That is to take measurements of the windows, go through our catalog with the client, and then once they decide on the color and the fabric they want, we'll get busy sewing, and at long last, the curtains installation will be on us. So if you're looking for curtains, shears, curtain rods, curtain accessories, reach out to Phoenix Curtains and Interior Decor and we will sort you out. Call us on 0724 414153.
And if you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.